Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Papa Boris here, playing some more Krumit's Tale. Now, if you've been following along with the series, you know I said I was going to stop when all 5 characters had beaten the game on New Game +4. I'm going to modify that very, very slightly. The game series will end when Bruno beats it at all. Ever. Just under any circumstances. Now, I don't want to be overconfident, because as a commenter recently reminded me on my channel, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. But I'm cautiously optimistic that with this new rule, I'll be done with the series around the time my 2-year-old son is dropping me off at the nursing home. So we'll see how that goes. But right now it's Greybeard's turn. He died. Let's go ahead and see what he can do the second time. I think with Greybeard, I'm always going to have a tough time because I just don't really understand how to play an ability-focused game. So a lot of his stuff is abilities. So it's just going to be tough for me. Okay. Well, we'll just start with the usual, I guess, and kill 3 of these skeletons. We got 5 of the 6 enemies on the board, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but, you know, it does make things a bit tricky because it means you're seeing less other stuff. I guess I'll keep these 2 here because then I might be able to use his hero power. In theory, that can maybe save you some damage. Like, if I wait for an ability to appear here, I could, like... let's kill this one now. Okay, and so now I can buy 2 abilities and in the same column and deal 2 damage to this guy's, you know, whatever. So now I try to decide if I gotta pick this other wizard robe up. So if I take them both and I get 2 abilities, they're both going to be chainmail. I'm going to have to end up using a tile, though. If I buy a health vial and I drink it 1 time, it's not going to work. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think there's any way. I mean, maybe there's some way that I didn't think of. But right now, I don't think there's a way to do it. So I can basically buy these 2 ice bolts. They deal 2 damage to the skeleton. I hit him once, he hits me once, I kill him. So that's 2 damage, so I have to counter that with a health file. And then I've got this sort of quasi-chainmail at that point, and then I can kill 1 skeleton with it, but then to kill the next skeleton, I'm at 1 health. Yeah, it doesn't fly. I don't think it flies. I think I have to use up something, so we'll just keep it simple then. We'll just do it this way. Oh, and I guess that ended up being irrelevant. The damage from my hero power, which is... I know it's technically not a hero power, it's just your starting stamp. And as we know from Rose, starting stamps can change. So now there's just no way. I have to use up something. I don't have room to pick up this health vial and drink it. We'll just do it this way, I guess. Ice bolt it and kill it. Okay, well we still get 9 gems left over, which is not bad. Okay, well, let me take a quick look here first. So that's dumb. These are pretty crappy. I guess we'll take Poet. Poet is very good for the wizard. Not just because he's wizard-based, or ability-based, but because the wizard starts with, in my opinion, the single best starting deck card in the game, Ice Bolt. This will kill... What do they call it? It's either the Zeal Nut or the Cool Tit. I think it's the Zeal Nut. It's the 14 health guy that does 8 damage up front. You can kill one of those with just an Ice Bolt and no other stamps, no other abilities, no other effects. Just your base 2 attack damage. Yeah, so that's 1 gold to kill an enemy that's like the highest tier difficulty in the entire game without taking any damage. So these you never get rid of, and being able to double them is very, very strong because they're good against other enemies too. So I will just take Poet, and that also sets you up, you know, you can then take like the thing that makes all abilities cost 2, and then if you get like a cost reducing thing, you can now start, you know, doubling up any of your stuff, not just the ice bolts. Anyway, what do we got going on here? 2 piercing damage, reduces the cost of adjacent spells by 2. So if I get 3 cost spells, I can use this to make them cost 1, so they get doubled. But I think I'm probably gonna just get this, because this can be very, very strong, and 5 attack 3 times is just really solid, even for 4 gold. And then the fact that it can be reduced is great, and we'll try to find things that burn and freeze people. Okay, well, This is one of my favorite items for the wizard. We didn't see it last time we played. So what this does is it burns and freezes an enemy for one use. But if the enemy is already burning and frozen, it's destroyed, which means you can use it on an enemy to make it burning and freezing, use it on the same enemy again, and because it will now have been burning and freezing, it just dies. So for 2 gold, you can kill anything and have 1 tick left over. This is amazing. Always going to buy those every single time. Piercing each time you use this. Acquire. No. This thing, I want to like it, but it's 3 gold. It's sort of tricky. Restore health when you attack a burning enemy. Cute, but it's very overpriced for how little damage it does. I do like these. 4 armor for 3 gold and 3 uses is fine, and the fact that it gets a cost discount is fine too. We'll just pick that up. Now I'm out of gems, sadly. We gotta destroy something. We're gonna get rid of the fireball. Now the scorches suck too, but at least the scorches cost a gold, so now they're doubled thanks to me being a poet, so I'm okay with that being in my deck for, you know, a little while longer. It's a bit of a tough level because both enemies are not quite tier 1. The Snot Wolves deal 4 damage to you base, and then the bears do a lot. Now, I think the way it works is there's only 1 bear in the deck, so it's mostly just these Snot Wolves. Here, my armor is actually pretty useful because it does let me kill these Snot Wolves without taking any damage. I suspect that's going to be helpful. So we'll pick this up. Now I need to get a gold to buy this Ice Bolt, so I guess we will just kill this and take 4 damage. I mean, I can kill 2 of them and do that. Yeah, might as well. In fact, there's so many of these, I'm going to pick up the other Wizard Robe as well. And we'll just take another 4 damage. I think actually this is going to end up being pretty simple. So now, because I'm a poet, I'll pick up this Ice Bolt, which conveniently began at the bottom row. And that now allows me to... And I can use one of these. I mean, hell, I can use both of them, and I don't fall behind. So we'll freeze this guy. It's fine. I need to pick up another ability, though, because I guess having it be doubled does not count as 2 ability acquisitions for the purposes of this Wizard Robe. That's actually a little tricky. Actually, what I could do is I could use each one of these to kill the Snot Wolf. Like, I can use them both. Then I'm committed to never using them again. This would be nice. I could, like, freeze one of... I could like, freeze this guy, and this would cost 2. And I could kill this guy and actually buy this. But the problem is these guys have Blitz. What I want is this armor. I want this armor. I should have focused on getting this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze this one. Buy this now because it's discounted by 1 for each frozen enemy. So we're going to buy this. And now we'll use this a couple of times. Even though it's kind of overdoing it. It's still fine. I don't care about the fact that that can block more stuff. I just want to kill things without taking any damage. Okay. So, how's this gonna work? Oh man, this sucks. I shouldn't have done this because I did 3 damage to it, but the freeze is wasted because his first attack is not actually. Yeah, I'm gonna need my weapon. I need to get this weapon. So I'm gonna pick up this weapon. And we're just going to kill this guy before he can block. Hashtag feels bad, man, but I think it's the right call. Oh, I don't have to worry about anything anymore. I can kill this guy because he's frozen, does no damage to me with his blitz attack. And then I will kind of weirdly use each of these armors 1 time to parry that blitz attack. So that he doesn't actually hit me on the second attack here. Okay, I think I did pretty well. I have a lot of gems left. Is it 50? 50 bonus gems? 55! Well, there we go. We averaged 50 for the first 2 rounds. Go me. Alright, let's move ahead here. So look at the perk first. Whenever you flee, random potions, poison enemies, shuffle 3 random blessings. I really don't like the blessings. We're going to get the 3 random potions, because that can be useful. And the other stuff is all kind of, you know, marginal. Now the tile, yeah. Acquire the shuffle copies of abilities in the same row into the deck. So I can get like a lot of icicles maybe. This is good obviously because I have stuff synergizing with things being frozen. It's just, you know, I'm going to do it. If I can get a cost reduction thing and be doubling this, that would be really, really good. Oh, it's only freezing damage to visible frozen enemies. Oh, right. So it only damages them if they're already frozen. Ugh, it seems like a tough sell. Let's get this hat. It might be good to get extra icicles in the deck and try to go for like an icicle-oriented strategy. Okay, so this is good. It's kind of like the opposite of the snowshoes. These are discounted if they're frozen enemies. This one costs the same and gives the same armor, and it freezes them, but you can use it one last time. Burn all adjacent enemies. This would be good. I can burn things. I can freeze things. This is what? When you attack with a melee weapon, it's +4 and apply stun when attacking a frozen enemy. And you have to have it in your round and your thing for 8 rounds of battle to get recharged. And you have to have a weapon. And the enemy has to be frozen. I mean, it's a lot of work. Okay, we're going to get these equipment pieces. Let's get rid of the other fireball, because it sucks. And you know what? Let's also get rid of these wizard robes. One of them's alright, but the other one, it's just, you don't have enough space to really make good use of it. We'll grab that thing. Maybe I'm gonna just get the... I love these lock boxes. You can just draft good stuff out of them sometimes. And so now what we can do is we can... maybe I shouldn't have gotten that, but I am gonna just get rid of this other. I just don't like those robes. It seems like, oh, it's 0 and it's like a free chainmail, but it like doesn't ever work out very easily. Okay, well, this is the guy that gets armor whenever you kill one of his buds. The good thing about this fight is that the skeletons are very easy to kill. So you can just kill them. And then the other thing is that your stuff does piercing damage, so you can potentially pierce them to death. So we got an icicle in the bottom row here, which is great. We can get 2 of them. That will, like, for example, kill an ancient skeleton. What is this? Aha, so I want to kill this guy, actually. Taking 3 damage for the privilege. And then I want to use this wizard hat to get an extra icicle in the deck. I don't think I'm going to get an ability in this spot. That seems tough to pull off. But I want to buy this before I buy this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get this chest. I'm not going to worry about saving stuff. We're now going to buy this parka to freeze these 2 skeletons. So the idea now is these are only going to do 1 damage to me. So this thing's already saved me 4 health because it canceled out the 2 damage attack at the front of combat from 2 enemies. Okay. Down she goes. I mean, maybe I can actually get this other icicle to pop down here. We'll see. So let's, yeah, I can kill another skeleton, so let's do that. Yeah. You're dead. So now there's another icicle here, so if I can kill these 2 things and have enough gold to buy this, I can get 2 ice bolts added into the deck. By the way, I call them icicles. I know technically they're ice bolts, but I just can't stop myself from calling them icicles. Okay, can I kill you? What is it going to be? So I need to hit you 4 times, so it's going to be 3, 2, 3. I have to use up this armor 2 times to pull that off. That's a little bit of a tall order. Okay, so if I just parry the first one, he's going to hit me for 3, which is fine. So what I'll do is I'll take this potion, drink it once. Now we can do this. Parry. Doesn't do anything. Now he's hitting me for 3. And then I kill him before he kills me, thanks to inherent first strike. Weirdly, now I can't kill this skeleton without using my armor, or without something beyond just this health vial. Interesting. I could just buy this, see if it has something to help me kill the skeleton, and then I still have enough gold to get the hat. Let's do that. Okay. So, shuffle 2 copies of target ability into the deck. Bonus damage against frozen enemies. This could actually be good against the boss. Or I could just freeze the skeleton. That doesn't help me survive, though. Okay, let's go for this. Let's get more icicles. Because icicles are really good. And because I'm a poet, I can also double the icicles. If I can get them to come down to the bottom. So the way I'm going to handle this, I think, is I am going to just use my parka. Even though it's overdoing it. I really want this thing to die so that I can get extra icicles in the deck. And then I can try to icicle the boss to death now that I just have a zillion icicles. So we'll buy this wizard hat. Now, uncomfortably, it does not do very much blocking. It only blocks 1. So what I think I'm going to do here is drink a potion. We'll take a hit from the skeleton. Then we're going to parry the 1, although the parry is actually kind of irrelevant because I was going to kill it anyway. But we'll just put that to use, I guess. I should have used this and set fire to some bitches. Well, it's not too late. I could buy this to put that skeleton here and then buy the icicle. Then I'm out of gold, unfortunately. What is this? Ah, yes. Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to pick these up. Now I'm out of gold. But I don't care about these scorches, so we're just going to sell one. And I don't care about this thing either, so we're going to sell that too. And then we'll buy this to make these guys burn. And what was my plan from here, honestly? I can kill this thing in 2 hits. Although, if I can get him to drop one more time, he dies in 1 hit. Got all these icicles. Maybe I should just pitch this hat. I mean, this hat put extra icicles in the deck. That's what I really cared about. See, I'm going to pitch this hat. I need a gold, though. Let's go ahead and sell off the Scorch. And we're going to buy an icicle to make that guy drop. I'm going to get rid of this hat to get a second copy of the icicle. And so now I can just kill this guy in 1 hit with my weapon. Bam. Okay. And then, well, we can icicle this guy and kill him in 1 hit with the weapon. And then we can bind a couple icicles. Alright. Let's freeze him, I suppose. What is his attacks? 4, 5, 4, 5. Ah, this is only armor 4. Well, then if I use it on a 4, it parries the 4 and it cancels the 5. That's actually really good. So I need to get this thing. Unfortunately, it's a little bit tricky. I have to sell a lot of icicles. That would be good too. I mean, that would get me a lot of damage. Okay, let's just hit him, sell this stupid thing. I never ended up using this, which is probably an error. Why did I pay 2 gold for it if I'm literally never going to use it? I mean, I could just keep using it to make him be more frozen, and the burning's irrelevant. Am I overthinking this? Maybe I could just keep buying ice bolts and kill him with the ice bolts? No, this is good. The 4 armor is definitely good. I want to get this, so we're going to just sell that thing. We're going to buy this thing. Oh, no. Do this. And then we're going to parry. And then we're going to parry again. See, this is the kind of situation where having +2 attack against boss, that stamp, would be quite useful. Maybe I didn't need to use up that thing. Okay, let's freeze him to cancel his attack. I'll take 5, that's fine. Alright, maybe not the cleanest play, but we got there. And we got, what, was it 10 gems left over? Was it 10? We're gonna get 50? We're gonna get 50. That's fine. We're fine. Okay, so here have quite a few things. The acquired target ability is very interesting, but you're paying 5 gold, so it's like you have to have a lot of abilities, or you have to have some way of like making things cheaper. What I'm gonna do here is get one of these bad boys. It's cheaper than the Oracle Rod. It does the same damage. It has 1 less use, but it gives you ice bolts, and we're gonna just try to ice bolt our way through this. Okay, well, this is interesting actually. It does give you a lot of health. What I'd rather, though, is just get 6 bonus health up front, because like I have to pick up 6 abilities with this in order to counter this, and the other stuff is sort of mediocre. So we're going to grab the Stout. Now we're going shopping. Okay, well, there's the Meditate. So I don't like this, because they have to have at least 2 abilities on the board to even compensate for the cost of Meditate. However, in my particular deck, when I'm a poet, if I can do the meditation and turn a 2-cost thing into a 1-cost thing, then I can double it. On the other hand, it also means I'm going to discount my icicles to 0, so they're not going to be doubled by my poet anymore. Yeah, maybe that's not actually a good thing. This is... I'd rather have the Amanita potion, because that's better, that you can use individually and not everything. Okay, we'll take this, because I can actually double this if I can reduce its cost by 1, and I'll take that gamble. Besides that, armor's actually been pretty handy. So take something that freezes, or something that is discounted for enemies being frozen. That's kind of the question. I think I have enough stuff that puts stuff into the deck. Let's go for the discount, because right now my gold is a little bit tricky. And we can also get rid of something. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I mean, Scorch. I still haven't bought a Scorch a single time. It's not that good. This chest isn't that good. Chests are just not that good because you can just pitch anything for a gold and it's only one more. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you again soon. Take care.